On the night I turned 18, the cake never left the box. My sister threw a tantrum in the middle of dinner, screaming, crying, demanding the spotlight. My parents gave it to her without hesitation. It was supposed to be my night. Instead, I sat at the table, candlelight flickering over a cake that wasn't cut, a song that wasn't sung. My mother followed her into her room. My father poured himself a drink. I stayed seated, silent, staring at the untouched candles until the wax dripped down to nothing. That's when I decided I wouldn't stay another day in that house, and I wouldn't leave without teaching them the cost of overlooking me. Backstory: my sister was always the center of the universe, loud, needy, dramatic, yet somehow always forgiven. I was the quiet one, the dependable one. I kept the house running while she burned it down daily. I thought turning 18 would change something, that maybe, for once, I would be seen. But the truth was obvious. My parents didn't want balance. They wanted chaos dressed as love. And I was nothing but a shadow in their perfect family portrait. I didn't argue that night. I didn't throw plates, didn't cry. I let them believe I was swallowing it down like always. But upstairs, I packed. Methodical, cold, every essential folded into bags. Documents, savings, the small things I had bought with my own money, gone before they noticed. Then I reached for the details they never paid attention to. The utilities were in my name: electric, internet, phone. Easier that way, they said, since I was so responsible. The emergency contacts for my sister's school and activities were also mine, because I always pick up the phone. They had built their fragile world on my shoulders. They just didn't realize it until I stepped away. At midnight, I logged in. Click. Electricity scheduled to cancel. Click. Internet shut off. Click. Family phone plan terminated. Then I drafted the emails. School administration, activity coordinators, doctors. Every number they gave under primary contact now gone. I replaced them with my sister's own phone, knowing she never answered. By the time the sun rose, my name had vanished from their safety net, and so had I. I found a small apartment, bare walls, secondhand furniture, but mine. No screaming, no favoritism, no chaos. The calls started a week later. My mother first, frantic. "The school can't reach us. Why did you change the contact info?" I didn't answer. My father next, angrier. "The Wi-Fi's down. Fix it, now." Silence from me. Finally, my sister. "Why are you doing this? You're ruining everything." I almost laughed. I wasn't ruining anything. I was simply removing myself. And without me, everything crumbled. 2 weeks later, they showed up at my door. My mother looked pale, my father furious, my sister still playing victim. "You can't just abandon family," my mother said. "I didn't," I replied. "Family abandoned me." My father's fists clenched. "You're being dramatic. Turn the accounts back on." I held his stare, calm, steady. "I turned 18. You made it clear that means I'm on my own. So now you're on your own too." My sister's eyes filled with tears, not from guilt, but from the terror of losing her comfort. For the first time, she wasn't the star. She was stranded. They realized then that the quiet one they'd ignored was the one holding the strings all along. Word spread fast, school calling every day, activities dropped, utilities unpaid, their neighbors whispering about the perfect family who suddenly couldn't manage their own house. Meanwhile, I thrived. I worked. I studied. I built a life on solid ground. A life without their chaos. I didn't have to destroy them with fire. All I had to do was leave. My 18th birthday ended without candles, without applause. But it gave me something sharper than celebration. It gave me clarity. They thought silence meant weakness, that because I didn't scream, I didn't matter. But silence is a weapon when you know when to use it. I walked out the door, and with me went their stability, their control, their illusion of perfection. Now, when I picture that untouched cake, I don't feel bitterness. I feel power, because the night they erased me was the night I learned how easy it is to erase them. And I did.